Hey, welcome. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 things that stop you from getting the money that you want. 3 mindset blocks, because look, whether you're a multi-millionaire right now or whether you're somebody who's just starting on the income generation journey, this message will help you. Why? Because every single person has money blocks. Every single person has a money blueprint, a money story, a version about money that they were told when they were 5, 6, 7, 8 years old that has stuck with them somewhat till today. Now, let me tell you about that, because here's why this is incredibly important. One of the things that I've learned through growing multiple 7-figure businesses is this: no matter how much money you start to generate, here's what happens. That blueprint still stays with you. But what have you got to do? You've got to grow so many additional skills. You've got to grow such a big, brilliant, and powerful mentality around money and around growing that actually that blueprint that was there when you were 6 and 7 years old, it's so small it becomes absolutely insignificant. That's what you've got to do. So you've got to grow around it, okay? Now, the first thing that I want to talk to you about is that one of the blueprints that a lot of people have around money, people have been told this from a very young age, and I don't care whether you watch the news or not, or whether you're, again, like a multi-successful business owner. Look, like, money is not bad. But you've been told this time and time again. You've been told it subconsciously by the media every single day. You've probably been told it by your family members. Oh, I don't need money. Oh, money is the root of all evil. Oh, money is not necessarily, it's not all about money. You hear all these statements all the time, and it kind of dials into your subconscious. But here's what money is. It's not good or bad. Money is neutral. But money can also be an abundant blessing for you to serve other people. Because look, if you don't have money, who can you help? And here's something to do, especially if you're running a business right now, or you're just someone that feels like you love to help people. Stop imprinting the idea of money of being about you. Stop imprinting the idea of money being about your status, your ego, or how good you are at something. Because here's what you want to reframe it to. Reframe it to, I need to get more money so that I can give more. And when you reframe it like that, if you had to create an extra £100,000 in the next 30 days in order to give to this amazing charity or to give to this remarkable opportunity, you would find a way to do it. And your brain would naturally be more inspired to go and get it for other people, more so than it would inspired to get it from you. So if you look at movies as an example, as an imprint as to why people always say and think, even if you don't say it, even if you go, no, I believe money is good. Well, let me tell you why you probably got a blueprint and an imprint in your mind somewhere, no matter how small, that money is somewhat bad. You go to the movies and think about all of the movies that you've seen, all right? All of the Tyler Perry movies, all of the, Wolf of Wall Street, all of the, what was the other one? Boiler Room, Paid in Full. You look at all of these movies and who gets painted as the bad guy? The rich person. If you're rich, you must be bad. That's a subconscious seed that the media plants into your mind that you've got to get rid of. I went to watch a movie the other day. Who was it with? Liam Neeson. Really good movie, by the way. I enjoyed it. And the same with Denzel Washington's latest movie. They always paint the bad guy as the rich guy. So you've got to kick that negative media nonsense out of your mind and really start to dial into books, insights, courses, etc. that really start to open up your mind and expand your thinking about using money as a blessing to be able to serve other people. What's the second thing that I hear a lot? You've got to have money in order to make money. Have you heard this? Have you heard this statement? This is ridiculous. You do not need to have money in order to make money. You need to have the right mentality in order to make money. Do you see that subtle shift? When I was 17 and I started my first business, I didn't have any money. I just got dropped from professional football. And I was kicking a football around in the park and I started to help some young people to play football. And a young lady came up to me and says, hey, you seem to be a really good coach. Do you want to do some coaching with me? And I said, yes, absolutely. And that's how I started to make my first little bit of income. And then I started a coaching company and built that up to a £3 million business. Listen, I did not have money, right? I did not have money for marketing. I did not go away and build a website. I did not go away and invest in brochures or anything like that when I started. Here's something that you want to take away. If you learn nothing from this video, write this down and take this away from me. Sell it first, create it second. I had no business. I had nothing going for me until I sold the idea to the school that, hey, we want to educate your children and help them to be more confident, creative, and critical thinkers. I didn't have a website. I didn't pay for anything until I started getting money in. And then I started to be able to invest in the marketing of it in order to share it with more potential clients and so on and so forth. So that is a complete myth, that you have to have money in order to make money. My second business, well, one of the businesses that I run now, coaching and consultancy, helping entrepreneurs to scale to seven-figure businesses. I didn't have any money to start. I didn't use any money from my previous company in order to start that business. I just started talking on Instagram and saying, here's what to do with your money. Here's how to build a scalable seven-figure business. And what happened? People started saying, hey, can you tell me more about that? Have you got a course? Have you got? And at first I was like, no, I don't have anything. But then I decided to create it. And then using that creation and using that first bit of income generation, then we then started to use that money later down the line to invest in advertising and things like that. So you definitely don't need money to make money. What's the third thing that you hear about money that is an absolute myth and untrue? Is this one. I know you've heard this one. Money is not the root of all evil. What was the other thing that I wrote down? Oh, that's the one. Money doesn't make you happy. Have you heard this? Money doesn't make me happy. Well, if you go back to what I said earlier and you start to think about money and utilizing money not just as a tool but as an abundant blessing in order to serve other people, then guess what? Like that theory doesn't exist. You don't go out to look out in the garden and look out in wonderful God's green earth and then go, oh, well, the grass doesn't make you happy, does it? You don't do that. You don't go out to the abundant sea and then go, oh, I don't need any more water. Water doesn't make you happy. Because guess what? Money's not designed to make you happy. Just in the same way that water is not designed to make you happy. However, you need it to flow. However, you need it in order to survive. Yes or no, guys? And money, again, shift it from being under the identity of yourself only, but shift it into being able to help other people. Because look, what if something happens to a family member and they need private healthcare in order to survive, in order to live? Right? But you don't have the money because you've always believed that money is bad. You've always believed that money doesn't make you happy, which means that you create a friction in your mind that says, I don't know, I don't need to go and get that money. I don't need to make that sales call. I don't need to go and present my business idea. I'll just sit here where I'm comfortable. Ladies and gentlemen, stop being comfortable. Start getting uncomfortable so that you can create more comfort for other people around you, so that you can become a bigger and more abundant blessing to others. Money is good. Money is powerful. Well, it's not good or bad, but it's neutral. But if it's anything, it's definitely good rather than bad, right? So you've got to use it in order to serve God's people. You've got to use it in order to be an abundant blessing to others. And once you start to shift out that identity of where your mindset around money has come from, write this down. Like write down, 3 things that you were told as a child about money, and then ask yourself this question. Were those people financially successful, yes or no? And the likelihood is that those people weren't as successful as you would like to be now. Because you've got to take some of those skills that you were taught earlier when you were younger and create them in order to magnify yourself and to be way more successful than everybody that you've grown up around. My mentor said this to me once. He said, the greatest thing that you can do for me, Jazz, is to outgrow me. And I said, that's freaking powerful. And then he said this, he said, Jazz, my business is doing about £1 million a month right now. Why is that not the case with yours? And I said, oh, I'm coming. It was a complete mind shift for me because nobody in my family has ever done that sort of number, right? Nobody around me has even done that sort of number, £1 million a month yet. Okay, but notice that I say the word yet because it's coming. You've got to start to expand your mindset, get around the right people, read the right books, keep watching YouTube videos like this, and keep growing and expanding your mindset and your ability to scale. Look, if you found any insights, tips, or guidance from this video useful, be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notifications bell so that you get notified on every time that I produce a new video. My name is Jazz Rose. Check out the subscription button below and make sure that, look, if you want my guidance, my help, my support in helping you to scale a brilliant 7-figure business model, then hit the link below. That will be somewhere around this video of my Skill Sets to Assets Masterclass. It's completely free and I would love to invite you to come along and join. In the meantime, in between time, I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.